Shalom, my friend. Tonight, I want to share a warning with you. A small warning, so simple that many people hear it and smile, as if it belongs only to old grandmothers, old houses, old customs, and not to the world we live in today. The warning is this: never put your wallet on the floor. That is all. 4 words. But in the old Jewish home, 4 words could carry a lifetime of wisdom. A grandmother might say it gently when she saw a child drop a wallet beside the bed. A father might say it to his son before he left home. A rabbi might say it to a young student who was learning how to build a life with dignity. Never put your wallet on the floor. Not because the floor is evil, not because money is holy in itself, not because your wallet has magical power. No, that is not what this teaching is about. This teaching is about honor. It is about the way you treat your Parnassa, your livelihood, your provision. The flow that comes into your life to help you eat, live, work, give, pay, build, and carry your responsibilities. And tonight, I want you to stay with me, because once you understand the wisdom behind this small warning, you may never place your wallet on the floor the same way again. Not from fear, but from awareness, from respect, from the quiet understanding that even the smallest daily gesture can train the heart. Before we go deeper, let us sit for a moment with the place where many people are right now. Because when we speak about money, we are never only speaking about money. We are speaking about fear, about dignity, about shame, about hope, about the question a person asks in the dark when no one else is listening. Will I have enough? Maybe you know this question. Maybe you work hard. You try. You plan. You do not waste. You do not live like a careless person. And still, at the end of the month, you look at what remains and feel that quiet heaviness in your chest. The money came, then it went. Rent, bills, debt, food, fuel, school, medicine, a repair you did not expect, a need in the family, something always waiting with its hand open. And you are left wondering why it feels like you are always moving, but never arriving. Maybe the hardest part is not even the shortage. Maybe it is the anxiety, that low sound inside you, the feeling that even when things are okay for a moment, you cannot relax into it. Because the mind whispers, what about next month? What if something breaks? What if the money does not come? What if I fall behind again? Financial fear is not only in the wallet, it enters the body. It changes the breath. It makes the shoulders tense. It makes a person suspicious of peace. And beneath all of that, sometimes there is an even deeper wound, the question of worth. Am I someone provision comes to? Am I someone blessing can rest upon? Or am I always going to fight for every small piece of peace? My friend, listen to me carefully. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not failing because you are tired. Your struggle is real. Your pressure is real. And the exhaustion of carrying financial worry for a long time is not a character flaw. It is a wound. And wounds do not heal through shame. They heal through mercy, truth, and small acts of return. This is why Jewish wisdom pays attention to small things: a table, a candle, a coin, a doorpost, a piece of bread, a cup of wine, a wallet. Because the old teachers understood something that the modern world often forgets. The soul learns through the body. The heart learns through repetition. The way you touch things, place things, carry things, and speak over things begins to teach you what you believe. You can say, I respect my provision. But if every night you throw your wallet on the floor like something unimportant, the heart hears the gesture louder than the words. That is where this teaching begins. In Jewish wisdom, the word Parnassa means livelihood, sustenance, provision. It is not only salary. It is not only cash. It is not only money in a wallet. Parnassa is the flow that supports life, the work that feeds your home, the opportunity that arrives, the strength to continue, the bread on the table, the bill that gets paid, the coin that becomes tzedakah, the help that comes quietly, the wisdom to manage what has been given. Parnassa is not something to worship, God forbid, but it is something to honor, because provision is part of life, and anything that sustains life should not be treated carelessly. Now, think about the floor. What is the floor? The floor is the lowest place in the room. It is where dust gathers. It is where shoes walk. It is where things fall when they have been dropped. It is where forgotten objects sit until someone notices them. The floor is not shameful, but it is low. It is the place of what has been put down and left. So when a person puts their wallet on the floor, what does the gesture say? Not consciously, not with intention, but quietly. It says, "My provision belongs low." It says, "This object that holds my money does not need care." It says, "My financial life can be tossed aside." And the heart is always watching. The heart sees what you do every night. It sees whether you place your wallet with dignity or drop it with frustration. It sees whether your money life is tended or avoided. It sees whether you treat provision like a burden, like a curse, like something dirty, or like something that has been entrusted to you. The wallet on the floor is not only about the wallet. It is about the relationship. Do you relate to your Parnassa with honor or with dismissal? With order or with avoidance? With gratitude or only with fear? This is the deeper teaching. Never put your wallet on the floor, because your provision should not be trained into the lowest place. Your financial life should not be stepped over. Your Parnassa deserves a place of dignity in your home, not because money is your master, but because carelessness should not be your teacher. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man named Benjamin. Benjamin was 28 years old, and he carried the kind of money stress that many young people carry. Not disaster, not complete collapse, just constant pressure. Always almost okay, always almost caught up, always almost breathing. He worked hard. He did not spend wildly. He was not the kind of person who threw money away on luxury, but somehow he was always behind. And if you had watched him closely, you would have seen something interesting. Benjamin treated everything connected to money with a kind of quiet neglect. His wallet was always full of old receipts. Cards were pushed in crookedly. Small notes were folded and forgotten. He rarely looked at his account unless he had to. And every night, when he came home, he tossed his wallet onto the floor beside his bed. Not because he meant anything by it. It was just a habit. But many things that shape our lives begin as just a habit. One weekend, Benjamin visited his grandfather, Reb Moshe. Reb Moshe was not a wealthy man in a loud way. He did not wear wealth. He did not speak about money to impress anyone. But his life had sufficiency, a steady kind of enough. His home was simple but peaceful. The table was clean. Books were in their place. A small Tzedakah box sat where it could be seen. And when Reb Moshe came home and removed his wallet from his coat, he did something Benjamin noticed. He did not throw it. He did not drop it. He placed it on the counter. Placed. A small gesture. Almost nothing. But there was care in it. Later that evening, Benjamin asked, "Grandfather, why do you always put your wallet down like that?" Reb Moshe looked at him for a moment. Then he smiled softly and said, "Because it carries my Parnassa." Benjamin laughed a little. "It's just a wallet." Reb Moshe nodded. "Yes, and a cup is just a cup until it holds wine for Kiddush. A table is just wood until bread is blessed upon it. A coin is just metal until it becomes tzedakah. Do not be too quick to call something just anything." Benjamin became quiet. His grandfather continued. "In our family, we were taught never to put a wallet on the floor. My father taught me. His mother taught him. Maybe it goes back further than we know. The reason is simple. Parnassa is a gift. Not a god, not an idol, but a gift. And a gift should not be thrown into the dust. Benjamin looked down. His grandfather's voice stayed gentle. When you drop your wallet on the floor every night, you are telling yourself something. You may not hear it, but your soul hears it. You are saying, my provision is not worth care. My money life is not worth attention. My Parnassa can stay low. And then you wonder why you avoid looking at your finances, why you feel careless, why you feel disconnected. Benjamin did not answer, because sometimes truth enters quietly and sits down before we are ready to speak. That night, in the guest room, Benjamin was getting ready for bed. Out of habit, he took his wallet and let it fall beside the bed. Then he stopped. He heard his grandfather's voice. Parnassa is a gift. He bent down, picked up the wallet, and placed it on the nightstand. Not dramatically, no great prayer, just placed it there. But something about the gesture felt different. The wallet looked different when it was elevated. Or maybe Benjamin saw it differently because he had finally lifted it out of the place where he had been putting it for years. The next morning, he picked it up and looked inside. Old receipts, expired cards, a little mess, a little avoidance. He realized the wallet looked the way his financial life felt. Crowded, unclear, neglected. So he cleaned it. Not perfectly, just honestly. He removed what did not belong. He folded what needed folding. He made a place for a small bill he would not spend. He placed one coin aside for Tzedakah. And when he returned home that evening, he placed the wallet again on the nightstand. The next week, he kept doing it. Then the next. And slowly, the gesture began to reach other places. He stopped avoiding his bank account. He looked at his spending without attacking himself. He made a simple plan. He started asking, where is my money leaking? He began giving a small amount each week, not because he had plenty, but because he did not want fear to close his hand completely. Months passed. A conversation at work led to a raise he had been afraid to ask for. A side opportunity came through someone he had almost not called. His money life did not become perfect, but Benjamin became different inside it. More awake, more orderly, more respectful, more steady. One day he called Reb Moshe and told him, "Grandfather, I think the wallet teaching helped me." Reb Moshe laughed softly and said, "The wallet did not help you. The wallet taught you. You listened. That is what helped." Then he said something Benjamin never forgot. When the gesture changes, the belief begins to change. And when the belief changes, the life begins to follow. That is the teaching. That was the end of it. Not magic, not superstition. A gesture, a belief, a return to dignity. Now, let us open this practice in 3 keys. The first key is elevation. From tonight, your wallet does not rest on the floor, not beside the bed, not under a chair, not in your shoes, not tossed into the lowest place of the room. Choose an elevated place, a dresser, a shelf, a clean table, a nightstand, a special spot near where you prepare for the day. Let that place become the resting place of your wallet. Not an altar, not a place of worship, a place of dignity. There is a difference. You are not worshiping money. You are honoring provision. You are telling your heart, my Parnassa matters. My financial life deserves attention. I will not throw my provision into the dust. This one act may seem small, but small acts repeated every day become the architecture of the soul. The second key is order. An elevated wallet should also be a tended wallet. Open it. Look inside. Not with shame. With honesty. What is in there? Old receipts, expired cards, forgotten notes, debt reminders, scraps of paper, things that make the wallet feel heavy? Clear it. Slowly. Gently. Do not attack yourself. Order is not punishment. Order is preparation. In Jewish homes, the table is prepared before Shabbat. The candles have their place, the challah is covered, the cup is ready. Why? Because blessing is received with preparation. Your wallet is the little house of your Parnassa. Let it be prepared. Let it be clean enough to breathe. Let it hold what belongs and release what no longer serves. The third key is declaration. A gesture becomes stronger when it is joined with words. Each night, when you place your wallet on its elevated place, speak one simple sentence. Not a long performance, not something dramatic, just truth. You may say, "My Parnassa is honored in this home," or "I receive provision with gratitude and release it with wisdom," or "Thank you for what came today and teach me to care for what comes tomorrow." The words do not need to be fancy. They need to be sincere. And each morning, when you pick up your wallet, say another small sentence. "I carry my provision with intention today." Or, "My hands are open to give, and my heart is open to receive." Over time, your mouth, your hand, and your home begin to agree. This is important because for too long, perhaps your fear has been speaking alone. Now your dignity must speak too. Let me give you the full practice. Tonight, choose the place. Do not wait for a perfect setup. Do not say, "I will do it when I clean my whole room." Begin simply. Choose one elevated place where your wallet will rest from now on. Before you sleep, take your wallet in both hands. Look at it for a moment. This object has moved through your day with you. It has carried your cards, your money, your receipts, your responsibilities. It has been present in moments of spending, giving, paying, worrying, choosing. Hold it gently. Then say, "I will not place my Parnassa on the ground. I honor what has been given. I will tend what comes to me with gratitude, order, and wisdom." Then place the wallet down. Not thrown, placed. The difference matters. In the morning, pick it up with awareness. Say, "I carry my provision with intention today. May my hands give wisely. May my heart receive gratefully. May my Parnassa move in peace." Once a week, tend the wallet. Choose a day. Maybe before Shabbat, maybe Sunday evening, maybe whenever your home is quiet. Open the wallet. Remove what does not belong. Keep what is needed. Place one small coin or bill in a steady place as a reminder that your wallet is not empty of meaning. Then set aside tzedakah, even a little, a coin. A small amount, something responsible for your situation. Do not give recklessly. Do not harm your obligations. But do not let fear make your hand completely closed. Giving reminds the soul that provision is not meant to stop with us. We receive, we hold, we release, we give. That is flow. That is Parnassa with dignity. Do this not for 7 days only. Make it a way of life, a small, permanent shift. No wallet on the floor, no provision treated like dust, no money life left in neglect. Now, say this with me, wherever you are. My Parnassa is not on the ground. It is elevated, honored, and cared for. I do not treat my provision with carelessness. I receive with gratitude. I release with wisdom. I give with an open hand. I tend what has been given to me. My wallet rests in dignity, and my home is ready for blessing. Say it again tonight when you place your wallet down. Say it tomorrow when you pick it up. Let the words and the action begin to teach you. Before I close, I must say this clearly. Keeping your wallet off the floor will not make money appear. It will not guarantee wealth. It will not change your bank account by itself. No honest teacher should tell you that. The Jewish way is not about manipulating heaven through objects. It is about shaping the human heart through intention, responsibility, gratitude, and action. The floor is not a curse. The table is not a magic place. The wallet is not the source of blessing. The source of blessing is higher than all of these things. But the way you treat your wallet can reveal the way you are treating your provision. And once you see that, you can begin to change. The object is not the power. The gesture is not the power. The belief behind the gesture is where the power begins. The daily decision to honor what sustains you. The courage to organize what you have avoided. The humility to give even a little. The willingness to stop treating your financial life like something low and shameful. That is where transformation begins. Not overnight, not magically, but slowly, honestly, from the inside outward. Because a person who treats provision with care begins to see more clearly. A person who sees more clearly begins to choose more wisely. A person who chooses more wisely begins to live with more dignity. And dignity is not a small blessing. Maybe tonight, the practice begins with one simple act. You look beside your bed. You pick up your wallet from the floor. You place it on a clean surface. And you say, "No more. My Parnassa will not sleep in the dust." That one moment may not look like much to anyone else, but heaven has always seen small beginnings, and the heart knows when a new story has begun. If this teaching touched something in you, write these words in the comments. My Parnassa is elevated. Write it not as a magic formula. Write it as a declaration of dignity. Write it as the first sentence of a new relationship with your provision. And if you want to keep walking this quiet path with us, stay close to this channel. Subscribe as a way of continuing these ancient Jewish teachings about Parnassa, Tzedakah, blessing, and the wisdom hidden inside ordinary things. A wallet, a coin, salt, paper, a psalm, a candle, a table, a small box for giving. Simple things. But when simple things are touched with intention, they become teachers. And in the next teaching, I want to speak with you about one of the most meaningful objects in the Jewish home, the Tzedakah box. A small box, often simple, sometimes old, sometimes made of wood, tin, or whatever the family had. But it stood where people could see it, not hidden, not forgotten, visible, waiting, teaching. Because the sages understood that money was never meant only to be held. What comes to us must also move through us. A home with a visible tzedakah box is quietly saying, this house is not only a container. This house is a channel. And channels live differently from containers. A container only worries about being full. A channel trusts the flow. That teaching is coming, and it may change the way you look at every small coin in your hand. Until then, shalom. May your wallet never rest in the dust. May your provision be treated with dignity. May your hands remain open. May your home be ordered with peace. May your fear grow quieter. And may your Parnassa come to you in the right way, at the right time, with wisdom, gratitude, and blessing.